pre-friends. We were once pre-friends. Now we're just friends.
I don't have a preference. I mean, like if we go slower, like it gives more time to like use a specific set of abilities, before we run out of new toys and then go to the next level, But
Sure.
I think I'll kind of defer to the rest of the group because I don't know how everybody else's stuff is feeling.
I don't want to level up too fast just because we all are already level 9.
Yeah.
And there's only so high we can go.
Right.
Says you.
Yeah, before I had to start like manually entering everything,
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're in Path Builder and it only goes up to 20. So after that we'd have to start like fucking around with the software.
Which could be that we all alternate between leveling up Wildsea whatever abilities and leveling up Pathfinder. That could be another option. I don't know what that would look like necessarily, but
roach scramble. Scramble-in-the-pan eggs and roach meats. Roach meats.
Oh, the
Mycelia's recipes.
Yes.
Recipes.
I look forward to these all week, but I don't actually look at them until I go to throw them in the thing. Roach meats.
Stuff that would be readily abundant the closer and closer we get to what used to be a major metropolitan area. I'm like, those things wouldn't die off. Yep. At this point too, I'm also looking into things that'll not just fit the setting, right? But also says I think I'll get a reaction in my head out of Hiram.
Specifically.
Like I ain't eating that.
Like poking at your brother's previous character. That's not similar behavior at all.
Right?
Fantastic.
Now, the snakebite soup didn't apparently raise any flags whatsoever.
If Mike was playing a different character than Slapdash, who actually could and would eat food, would you be aiming to poke at Hiram still, or would you be aiming at Mike's new character and you're only poking at Hiram because Slapdash doesn't actually need food?
I've never been so grateful to not have taste buds.
It pretty much depends on which person's reaction was funnier, honestly.
Right.
Like, Hiram's such a drama queen. That's really satisfying to
Never.
I mean, yeah, a little bit. Like a little bit.
Eclipse just yelled at me for that. He was like,
me.
All right. So yeah, the only thing on the snake one that makes me go, wait, what? Is that you bother to say that it's chunked. Like, that's nice.
It's not a whole snake sitting there in a rope a rope in the soup.
When I say beef and bean burritos, I didn't bother to say chunked beef. Of course, it's not a whole cow face. I just
as opposed to shredded or
ground beef.
All right.
Sometimes I don't, but you might, yeah. Like I do when I go to the grocery store, right? But
I mean,
snake. Could I buy cube snake in the grocery store?
Yeah, canned Campbell soup say mechanically separated chicken, so
mechanically separated snack meat.
Right. Slapdash did it.
Right.
Mechanically separated
snack meat, man.
I'm just picturing Slapdash now in like a chef's
blender
hat.
attachment.
with a chef's hat and doing a Benihana kitchen thing with the cleavers.
So Slapdash is Mycelia's sous chef?
Right, yeah. So Slapdash has hibachi on the side.
Whenever Mycelia is feeling under the weather or is otherwise occupied on a specific, like a new task of some kind, Slapdash sometimes steps in.
Sentient being on the ship that doesn't consume the food.
Well, Mycelia does consume bits of the food.
That is wild. Rinker just said that their high school science bunches of things teacher got a skillet by cooking a snake in it because the person who owned the skillet was too superstitious to want it back after a snake was cooked in it. What a cool story.
What kind of that's an interesting superstition to have. Once a snake has touched this, I no longer can.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right?
Like, whoa, no, that's yours now.
I feel like that's less of a superstition, more of a phobia.
It might be their own personal superstition of like, what if it's actually poisonous and it'll do what, you know.
Right. Interestingly, in the research I did for this recipe, rattlesnake is perfectly safe to eat.
Oh yeah. I have friends who've eaten snake. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just not one of them.
Apparently rattlesnake is one of the better tasting ones.
Most animals prepared correctly are edible.
Right.
Even the toxic ones. You just you got to really watch out for the toxic ones.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, you can eat anything you want. Absolutely anything. Some things only the one time, but you can eat anything you want.
Which eating it the one time makes it not edible? By definition? Nope. By definition, it's not fit.
If you can swallow it, technically you've eaten it.
Yeah. But
it's just poisonous too.
But
no, I can't.
There's a lot of food out there that can only be eaten once.
Right. If you swallow a battery, that doesn't make it edible. That's right. So I need to correct that. It just
a friend of mine told me once, he goes, Jay, there are old mushroom hunters and bold mushroom hunters, but there are no old, bold mushroom hunters. The same guy who lived on a commune for a while and ate shit that just, he was like, yeah, that smells right. What?
Nope.
I mean,
like, what's wrong with Larry over there? Oh, he dug the wrong bulb. You know?
Right. Yeah, that one. That was the wrong. Right. That one was the wrong shade of brown. And I tried to tell him he ate it anyway, and now he's dead. Right.
Right.
It's been just pointed out that great care has to be taken to make sure you get all the fish little bones out of the snake.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
Yep. As Mycelia is serving, she's like, make sure to be careful about the bones. I got as
when
many
you
as
chunk,
possible,
that's why you chunk your snack. Because when you chunk your snack, you can see all the little bones poking out. Right.
It's just frequently one of the more common ways that it's made, aside from soup, would be if it's like cut up in the little dicey bits and then battered and fried.
Ooh.
So.
Fried
snake nuggets. Right. Snake nuggets.
I had gator once that was made like that too.
Snuggets.
Right. Snuggets. Fried snuggets.
Eat your snuggets in a snuggie.
Go down to the Wendy's and order a thing of snuggets. Like, can I get snuggets and a burger, please?
Right.
You help me.
An 8-piece of snuggets.
Do you want chunked nuggets? Is that what you're looking at?
I still remember the amusement park I used to work at served alligator bites, and I'm not sure they're ever actually alligator.
Chunk nuggets. I love it.
I mean, it had different enough taste. I would buy that it was alligator. Yeah, it was a little looser of a meat, not as dense.
We should probably figure out what happened last time and roll some dice, huh?
I don't.
Yes.
I like this. We could just talk about Mycelia's asinine.
Mycelia's chunk nuggets.
Culinary choices.
Yeah. We could have the entire session be Mycelia introducing Hiram to new food. And
hey, Hiram, smell this.
Stop him from abandoning.
Like, expand your mind, man.
Like, Hiram, if you just don't think about it, it just tastes very much the same as any other soup that I've made.
Just don't think about it.
I'm a magical practitioner, woman. All I do is think about things. That's how it all works.
No wonder you're stressed.
Like to eat.
Right?
Relax, man.
Yeah, chill the fuck out. Like,
I don't consume my food based on vibes.
Yeah.
But you could.
You could.
This could be a great revelation in your life.
Man, try this chunk nugget. It comes with barbecue sauce. It's good.
Well, it's up to you. It's up to you, Hiram. You can have the soup, or I can give you extra servings of all the different flavors of squash seeds. We can reheat some of the leftover this morning.
You understand that this might become a new thing that just gets brought up at other moments.
Yeah, you know, I think I understand. Having once grown, we made the mistake of planting squash once in our side yard, and the resulting fiasco really helped sell the concept of how and why the Wildsea happened.
Okay.
Because
so spaghetti squash grows like crazy.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, if you plant, if you ever make the mistake of planting a gourd in your yard, be prepared to sacrifice your yard.
Mom has been, but she has a specific separate garden area for each of the things that they grow.
Yeah, I think there's another plant. I think there's another plant. I forget whether it's mint.
Mint.
Or something.
Yep.
Yeah, mint.
Yep.
Where
mint is downright predatory.
It grows like wildfire. Yeah, so if you really want to like just destroy all of your plantable land,
it's not that bad.
Well, blackberries, mint, and squash.
Blackberries are the worst. Blackberries are easily the worst. The Himalayan blackberries are absolutely insane.
But now I want a plant that groweth chunks nugget, and I don't have that.
There is a snake bean.
A chunk snugget. We can get you some snake bean plants. So you need to raise snakes for consuming.
So
we're in the wild.
You need a farm for your snake.
A snake
is
farm.
What we're looking at.
A snake farm.
Professional snake farmer. That is a
as opposed to snake charmer or snake salesman.
Oh, Hiram, I figured out. Hang on. We'll give you some more of those nut logs that you keep renaming on me. The snackers, right? And that'll tide you over, right? It's just chopped nuts. Don't even. It's just chopped nuts and sugar. It's fine. There's a little cookie in the center. A little cracker. Okay. So that'll tide you over. Don't call them.
I remember the times where such a device as a microwave existed. And lo, did I heat many a burrito. And now I am eating the vermin that crawled in the walls. And I wonder myself, how have I fallen thus far?
No other rat kebabs, huh?
And lo, I did despair, for I eat rats.
Where did I go wrong in life?
What have I done to deserve such?
Mycelia just rolls her eyes and walks out.
Mycelia's going, you moody.
It has been too long.
My kingdom for a hot pocket.
I once went to a store and just bought dinner. Now I watch a mushroom lady make it in front of me.
So what our wonderful audience is missing, because this is what happened before stream, is Hiram and Lasahana are both people from before the Wildsea that were encased in amber and released within the last year. I think Hiram more recently than Lasahana, and were bonding a bit over holy shit, what the fuck is the world? As the world was then ending, which was great. And then things got more fucked than even that, and it was great. And Hiram was a voice in her head and a mouth on the side of her head, literally.
Which
so all of these things that Hiram are lamenting, so is Lasahana, but she's a little less vocal about it, and a little less not the person to go drown it out with alcohol, but a little less
boisterous about it.
Less theatrically.
No, yes. Less inclined to immediately do that. It's like the end of the night, she's like, I need to wind down, holy shit. Whereas Hiram was like, and I need to not process this.
I need a shot, a beer, and a smoke.
Yeah, basically. But this was the voice that was haunting Lasahana for a while.
You settle for a chew instead of a smoke?
All right.
Like tobacco?
Yeah, like a pouch of Red Man or something. Yeah.
Right?
No, Mycelia just shows up with a random shroom, like, chew this.
Right?
Just put this in your mouth.
No side effects, only weird texture.
Just don't swallow it, you know.
As Hiram's already gone, yum, what?
Right.
Woman, I will happily engage in whatever manner of psychedelia you say fit
hold on, we got an emergency. surgery that has to happen right now.
I will happily imbibe whatever form of psychedelia you see fit to put in front of me, simply to escape from the current knowledge and understanding of my present whereabouts.
Mycelia just takes a couple of like what look like little toffee chews and just puts them next to him and just goes, just eat 2 of those. It'll take the edge off.
Morning?
Really don't. I'm around, but yeah, just have a couple of those. It'll make it. You won't care what I'm putting in front of you to eat after that. They'll calm you down. Okay.
Well, you'll
still be aware. You'll be aware. It just won't bother you so much.
It's like the little capsules that when you would eat them, they would change your taste bud flavors for things. So people were like eating lemons like they were peaches. Like,
right?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, you want to give me something to be LSD, but just for my tongue.
I didn't say that. I'm giving you something that's mildly sedating, and everything a little, like the blues will be real bright for a little while. But that's all.
Kidding. I wasn't kidding that we could just have the whole session be this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the back and forth could just keep going for forever. I'll fall on the floor. Maya will become the captain. Jay will sit back with a beer, except it'll be non-alcoholic.
We have 2 pairs of siblings in their 30s. Like, we can banter endlessly about whatever, you know.
Oh, we can. And in case you're concerned about Rinker being left out or something, you should know that I'm sending them an email at this very moment. So by all means, keep talking.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, no.
No.
I mean, we can continue on, but I do feel like when we're streaming, we do have an obligation to advance the plot at some point.
Yeah, we are establishing world building. Continue.
Right, yeah. I hear the world of Wildsea expanding, at least within the confines of the belly of your ship at this very moment. I don't know what you're on about. To his chagrin, bats and rats and roaches. Once upon a time, the man ate hot pockets.
You said nothing about bats. They got rabies. You gotta stop that.
No, you slow cook the rabies right out of them. It's fine.
No. Every Argent I have served bat to has not been happy about it, so I just took that off the menu.
It's like how it's
but
like
if Ira's not happy doesn't mean it goes anywhere. It's just if everyone's not happy.
The world is filled with trees. I shudder to think about what the size of the mosquitoes must be around here.
Right? What the size of the bat?
No, they're called pinwolves.
I just don't put them on the menu.
Yeah, right.
Pinwolves, right?
They're called pinwolves now. They're no longer mosquitoes.
When everyone dislikes something, I take it off the menu. It's okay. The bats just won't be part of the every once in a while we snag one as bycatch, and the Ione eats those, and that seems to make her happy. So it wastes not. But notes from last week, right? Mycelia's journal from last week.
Previously on Wildsea. Getting that out of the way.
Yes. Mycelia's journal entry from last week. So the survivor from the wreck that the pirates used as bait turned out to be a word bearer named Orchid. The letter was for Flotsam, which was interesting for many reasons. Whatever work Slapdash and Mast did to mend his wounds worked better than expected. Orchid told me he couldn't use his legs prior to that. Can't reckon how the fellow was traversing the Wildsea without his legs, but those Argent types are resourceful folk. Most important to me, he's been to 3 anchors recently, and the middle one has come unmoored. Hard to feel broken up about it since that was where a lot of the bad happened. I doubt Reverb will have left, but I bet she's feeling vindicated. She was warning them for years this would happen. Esme explained laws around consent to be transported to Orchid. I must assume these are either new to this version of the world or perhaps only attended to by the real by-the-book types. He agreed to remain with us voluntarily. I introduced him to Tin and Brixel.
Book next.
Huh?
I said it's Esmea and Esmea's book next.
Right.
Perhaps he and Brixel can do some physical therapy together. Esme, Slapdash, and I scoured the pirate ship we electrocuted in our escape and found ruby goggles, heat vision and clear vision underwater, it's in parentheses, and a sextant. Good to have a spare. Along with a talking parrot named Popeye, who claims he's the captain of the ship and that the crew that attacked us had mutinied. He has quite an attitude for a fellow who couldn't control his crew. Only thing more dangerous than a predator is a fool. I suggested pulling a few of his flight feathers to make him less potentially dangerous to us, but that seemed to upset Slapdash and Lasahana, which surprised me a bit. But then again, Slapdash can afford to take such risks, and Lasahana hasn't been out of the amber that long. Oh well, more than one way to keep a fool in check.
I objected to mutilating our prisoner.
Is it just me, or did Mycelia just fire shots at more than one person? That was a good time. That book had
privately
that journal
in her
has
own journal as opposed to publicly in our face, so it's fine.
Is that better?
I love the idea that she's like throwing
it's
darts
at us as opposed to outward action.
Sure.
But it's also not like judgmental. It's just like she was surprised. Like she's used to the Wildsea folks she's around being a little bit less compassionate than that, right?
Sure.
So for her, this is meant to be a reference to just how normalized that sort of behavior is for her.
Yeah.
And that like Lasahana comes from a time where maybe that was less common behavior. And Slapdash
sure does.
Like she operates under the principle of like I have to keep my companions safe, and where she was getting judgmental was more along the lines of the predator fool thing, right? But like it's up to you if you want me to explain that in character and the narrative of things or not, because that can be followed up on in role play, I think. But she has a particular definition for fool, right? That does come into play. Like
your journal,
not an idiot.
It would be you bringing it up,
right? But I'm thinking in terms of if we have any more conversation about what we're doing, because when we left off, like we hadn't decided what we were actually going to do with the little parrot guy, and if that comes up in the course of the game moving forward here, like we'll probably have ample opportunity within context for Mycelia to like discuss her reservations or whatever else.
Speaking of, where are we in context of the parrot at this moment?
Yeah, we had left off with him still on his ship, and I think where we had left off was we decided we were going to tow the ship with us, or we were trying to either make it salvage or to like, here's a derelict ship, the captain's still in his quarters. I don't right.
I don't think you guys had reported back yet.
Yeah. We were still walking back.
We hadn't settled on
Slapdash and
Slapdash was weighing whether or not Flotsam, Jetsam, and Driftwood would enjoy having Popeye as a dexterity training companion.
And how is that more compassionate?
It's not.
As an option. You're objecting to one thing, you're going to put it in there as like an octopus toy? I'm so confused.
I objected to the mutilating of our prisoner. Also, I have a sore spot about removing people's parts.
I wasn't suggesting cutting his wings off, for heaven's sake. Okay. So we want to lock him in with the octopodes? Is that the plan?
No.
Okay.
We either fully take him as a prisoner, or leave him. You're not taking him and then using him as a toy. Okay. No. No. Okay. Training exercise or not. No. But frankly, she doesn't want him on her ship.
Oh, before I forget, because last time you were talking about taking the ship away with the captain in it, which led me to make a remark about Hector and the Trojan War. I've spent the last week on and off arguing with nerdy friends on the internet about the standing cultural impact in Greece and beyond of Hector and relevance to other characters in that war. And that led to a conversation about the incongruence between Hector's presentation in the story and Hector's achievements in the story, which means I've been up to my eyeballs in the Iliad for a week. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I guess
it was a good time.
Speaking of which, have you seen the Brad Pitt Troy movie?
No. The last time I touched an Iliad Odyssey thing was Epic the Musical fairly recently at a friend's request.
Well, as soon as the Christopher Nolan Odyssey comes out, we'll have to make that like a double feature. Just see how many inconsistencies you see.
We are going to the Three Anchors now too.
And we're gonna
I don't want to take
the place formerly known as Three Anchors.
Pissed off recently mutinied against Captain and have to be dealing with that there.
The strangely
in a location that if he were to get out, he would immediately be able to find people to enact any sort of revenge. I also don't want us to drag the ship to the Three Anchors.
If we were going to stop at the hole first, that trading post that Gray told us about. And I was thinking that would be a better place to drop to, because we can suss out a little bit better what the standing of the bird is.
There at Gray's suggestion specifically before going to the Three Anchors, and I don't know why. I don't know why they suggested it.
Because that was going to be a place where we could potentially get more and better gear to be better prepared for going to the Three Anchors, since it's so dangerous there. It might be a place for us to get more weapons, more tools.
I don't like it. I don't know what about it I don't like, but I don't like the idea right now of dealing with him as a prisoner or setting him up in a position to take revenge. And leaving him with his ship is one way of either pissing him off and he can immediately chase after us, or potentially saying, here's how much clemency. And I don't know that we've talked with him enough to know which way he'll take it. Or we take the ship and leave him.
I mean, so here's the concern I have, right? But one, we're taking his word for it that his crew mutinied in the first place.
Sure.
There's a second ship out there that was working in partnership with him that could swing back at any moment and scoop him up, and then we're right back where we started, just with one ship chasing us with those grappling hooks.
Yeah.
The other problem I have with that bird is he's a fool, right? We walk in there, he's got this attitude like he owns the place, having clearly lost the fight, and that could be bluster.
The best solution would have been blowing up the ship intentionally beforehand, but because we now have him in a position to be a prisoner, she doesn't want him on her ship. She doesn't want the person who potentially, she doesn't believe that the crew mutinied. So
we could simply lock him in his quarters, drag the whole ship, and then he's secure that way. Drag the whole ship to the hole, the trading post, and then we can see what they'll do with
his own ship, and potentially not even lock him in his own quarters, but lock him in his own brig. And we would just have to spare someone to be on the ship with him and a backup.
Just in case he tried
so that's an option. Because I don't want him on her ship. I think also because he doesn't need to get more information about us. Yes. Because we simply were potentially the next ship to come along, and therefore they tried to attack us. So I'm not giving him anything. Right. But I like that idea of locking him up. And then
Operation Birdcage.
Yeah. And that's the big shows with the movie The Birdcage, which is fantastic.
And I don't remember if Esme was on the ship with you guys.
Very different situation.
If she's not, I would ask that she join you guys for said operation.
Though I would argue that any situation can be made better with the presence of Nathan Lane. The guy's great.
So we haven't really heard from Esme at all.
I was just thinking that. Esme, what do you think?
Are you on the ship with them, Nikki, or were you still back with La Sahana? I don't remember.
I in my notes I have you as the comms gunner corsair, but in practice what I tend to see you as is the security officer.
Yeah.
Which would suggest to me that this is kind of your show. Like what do you want to do about the bird?
Yeah. Right. We'll temporarily go back to the same ship to discuss options for managing him.
We all leave the ship just to go to Esme and be like, hey, what do you think? Do we shoot him? Do we strand? Do we maroon him?
I think the instant there's any knowledge for La Sahana of there being a potential prisoner, if Esme is not already on that ship, I'm asking you to go.
Sure.
For the record, this isn't what we do, I'm sure, but I find it very funny, the idea that everyone leaves the prisoner to go to Esmea to ask, and she's like, "You what?"
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I don't know if everyone would have left. I think Slapdash would have stayed.
Yeah, I don't think that happened.
Slapdash would be like, I'll stay here.
Yeah.
I'll point my Cuisinart attachment at him, threaten to turn him into fricassee. You two go talk to Esmea.
And you don't even necessarily have to go back to our ship. You just have to go, hey, there's someone here. Hey, Esmea, check it out, figure out what we're doing.
Yeah, I had already threatened him with my crossbow at the end of the previous episode. So
yes, I recall.
Right. And that did get a reaction out of him.
Because he was upset that he didn't have one as well.
I think the deciding factor for Esmea would be, do we get something out of taking him with us? What is our end goal if we do that?
Yeah.
Well, basically, we just don't want the other ship coming back and scooping him up and chasing after us.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if there was like a bounty on Popeye the Pirate, that would be one thing.
You don't know that there isn't.
Don't know there isn't.
And this is I will say this does make, I think, 2 security risks on our ship if we can't take him with us, because we also have a new crewman kind of that we don't know perhaps for a little while.
Yeah, Brixel and Orchid and Pin. None of these people do you really know.
Yeah, that's
again, I don't want him on my ship. I don't want him on my ship. So we either figure out a way to leave him, or we figure out a way to secure him in the ship. Oh,
you mean secure him in his ship and then drag that ship with you.
And then drag that ship, yeah.
Yeah, that ship has a brig in it.
Yeah. But the only benefit of taking his ship with us is to trade it for supplies. Otherwise,
it's also then a very bulky prison for him to drag him as a prisoner without him like being loose aboard our ship.
Sure.
You know, because if he did pull some shenanigans, we could just cut it loose.
And that ship has barrels of scrap and bits of clothing. Like it is it's a floating tanker of treasure. Clearly all stolen, right? But that's the Wildsea world we live in. So I mean, to take all of the loot off of his ship and put it into yours is not only unnecessary since it's all right there, but also his ship's bigger than yours. I'm not sure that you actually could. But,
and if we were going straight to the 3 anchors, I forgot about the hole. If we were going straight to the 3 anchors, I would have said, hey, this is your one thing of clemency. Next time we shoot you out of the sky, let's go.
I think Esmea would be concerned about too many new people being, and she's not going to say this to anyone, including our crew, but internal thoughts, she would be a little bit concerned about too many new people being
he would be in our brig. He wouldn't be loose on our ship.
But we're accumulating loose ends that we don't know.
Yeah.
And I think she would be concerned about a mutiny or some kind of takeover if they start working together. Even just
if the 3 new people abruptly decide to like hijack the spare ship.
Yeah.
Speaking of that.
Or our ship, for that matter, if we're all
you
doing
return
things
to the ship to talk to Esmea about this, you will see your new people, Orchid, Brixel, and Pin, not get involved, but definitely pay attention because they're.
Well, she's not telling them this. This is her internal thoughts only.
Oh, I know.
This is not being communicated.
But when the other 2 people come back to say, Esmea, we found a parrot, maybe a prisoner situation, what do we do? They'll have heard that. There's no way for them to tell you that or not. So they'll. They're not gonna get involved. That's not they're just here along for the ride.
Conversation's not happening in front of anyone. If Mycelia comes back and say we found someone, I'm sending Esmea over. That is specifically what I have said. Is you are either already over there with them, or one of them is coming back to say we found someone. And I'm sending you over because it's a security risk.
Okay.
I think
I'm back on the ship.
Okay.
In that case, I think Esmea would go up to him and say, hey, we are taking possession of your vessel. Convince me that you are an asset that we should take with us and not a liability. What do you have to offer? Why do we care about your safety?
There we go.
That's a good defense. I'm partial to why are you not dead weight? Like
literally.
And Popeye will be just a tiny bit unnerved and maybe a bit activated by the directness of the whole thing. And it'll be like, well, the reason you want me is because if you ever find yourself in 3 anchors, I kind of, own the place is a strong term. the ruling political party there owes me a great deal. And I would be willing to cash that favor in for whatever the hell it is that you wanted.
Mycelia's like, can I?
That's a lot of promises that don't really have any corroborating evidence. Right. She doesn't say out loud.
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that's useful, actually.
There's no reason for him not to cash it for himself in that moment,
or be lying in the first place. Like, we have no reason to think this is like a real statement for multiple reasons. I think.
What else do I have to offer?
Yeah, she visibly looks skeptical. Like, really?
Right. Well, I can fly. Outside of that, I'm also stronger
so
than I would.
So you can fly home then? You don't need us? Got it. Great. Be gone. No.
Oh, all right. If that's an option.
I think she would offer that. I think she would say, well, in that case, what if we gave you 3 days of food from your own stores and your pick of whatever you can carry of your stuff. We are not unreasonable. We are not trying to harm you. You just are collateral damage. Here's a backpack. Fill this backpack. We get the rest, and you live. And you can take yourself home.
Mycelia is sitting back there looking uncomfortable, like, I don't know how that's more safe than keeping him as a prisoner on.
Let me get this straight, and I'm not arguing with you on this so much as I'm trying to understand.
You want to turn them loose to go fly back to his other crew?
I tried to. Well, my crew tried to kill you.
Yes.
And you're just going to let me go.
We do not condone senseless.
It would
murder.
Have been different if we shot you out of the sky.
I think she says essentially, we believe in treating prisoners fairly, and right now you are our prisoner. Do you not want to live?
No. I just don't run into honorable people very often.
Well,
and Esmea, I don't think this would be any type of shock for you. The idea of clemency once, absolutely. Clemency a second time, nah. Sure. So if he goes to the other ship. And
the other part of this is we shouldn't see you again on this journey.
Well, sure, right, I get that.
We can end up in the same town later. That's fine. Go have a good life, but
if you attack us again,
don't attack us. Don't come back.
I didn't attack you the first time. I feel like that's important, but it doesn't change the terms, and I understand that.
And she would double check with, she's not going to be like, hold on 1 second, let me check with the captain, but she will check in with. With Mycelia and with anybody else with her, just like, go with this?
Mycelia and Slapdash.
Slapdash, Slapdash is there, and it sort of gives a when Popeye kind of pops off about the ruling party of the three anchors owes me a favor. You just see a skeptical eyebrow emoji,
incredible, full emoji.
Yeah,
incredible.
But you're just like,
but that kind of favor could go multiple ways.
Yeah, and
arrest these men.
Yeah, like
right.
As I said, if he actually has that favor, there's no reason why he should cash it for us. He could cash it in for himself, and we're dead.
Yeah, the amusing aspect of a bird wearing a backpack. Just take a moment to ponder.
Look, the container's negotiable.
He's buff.
We'll give you a container so that you're not heading off with no food, no water, your personal belongings you can carry. Look, Esme is fully aware that losing everything you have in your life fucking sucks.
And is a reason for you to come back later.
This
intentional
is a person
with a vengeance.
Yeah, this person at the moment currently is a victim of circumstance because they are currently alive when we are in possession of everything they have on them right now.
Sure.
So I'm not going to give you a bag of holding.
Right.
I will give you a backpack or something similar. Take your life with you. Because otherwise, like, why not shoot you? Like, we're...
We'll do you
The goal is not that you die elsewhere from exposure. Like,
right. So I think Mycelia's looking at that, and again she's gonna look at Esme a little surprised. Not in a bad way, right? But just like a little bit surprised because you know, Esme does have that bearing of that experienced Wildsea traveler, right, kind of thing, right? She's just gonna get a little quiet, right? And then she's gonna, you know, look at the captains. So I'm gonna say something. No? Oh, well, I thought Esme was gonna return back and check with you if this was gonna be
explicitly not doing that.
Not.
Explicitly not.
Okay.
I'm negotiating with you. I'm not a relay.
Okay.
Take me seriously.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I think as Mycelia's just gonna like try to like talk with Esme after when she's like very sure the parrot can't hear her.
Mm-hmm.
And so Esme, look, I mean, part of I don't know what I was like in the version of me that you remember, right? So bear with me if I come across a little different here. So the folks that raised me most recently in this most recent life I had, right? The fella had a saying that said that the only thing more dangerous than a predator is a fool. And he had a very distinct way of differentiating between fools and what he would call idiots, right? And what he would say was, an idiot is a term for somebody who just doesn't understand what they're doing, right? And you can just teach them or figure out where their limits are. They know where their limits are, and they'll stick to them. And you can get some predictability from that, right? A fool doesn't have the awareness to realize they're making bad decisions. They just do a thing. They think they're great. They get unpleasantly surprised when it doesn't turn out well for them, and they'll make decisions that don't make good sense because they don't even question their decisions. They just do things, right? And I see a fool in feathers in there. And the worry I have here, and I'm not gonna argue the point. Lots of highest captain. I'll respect y'all. And sometimes there is a lot to be said for taking the honorable path and taking that risk and doing the brave thing. You know, that's you know, ethical and all that fun stuff, right? I don't think that bird itself is a threat to us, right? I also don't trust that bird won't fly right back to his other folks' ship, who will get mad that they got beat up, and he couldn't control his last crew. Who's to say he can control that one, even if he thinks he can, right? Because he sounds like he thinks he can, right? And they come right back after us later when they're stronger or they've regrouped. So I'm wanting to be appreciative of the fact that I don't know that setting him loose is safer than keeping him prisoner and just towing him back to the next settlement where there's somebody who can give us a better bead on how dangerous he is. But I understand there's also the risk of keeping him contained the whole way there. So I just want to make sure we're thinking of the whole perspective here, because I've been stuck in the back by somebody I tried to do a good turn for multiple times.
Esme is clearly taking you seriously. It says, well, I would rather not add more factors to this. If that's how you feel, we shouldn't let him live at all.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time I served under a captain that made that call too. So that's why I defer to y'all. You know, I appreciate being part of a team that doesn't think that way. Just want to make sure we're clear-eyed on the risk we're taking when we do this. That we should probably have maybe have a little bit more of a patrol going. We already got to keep an eye on those new folks, but maybe have a few more eyes on at night and watching our backs the whole time.
Where is this conversation happening?
From the parrot.
Well,
still on the ship, but like separate. Yeah. So like we're keeping line of sight on Slapdash, but we're not like having this chat right in front of the parrot.
Okay, right. So you're on his ship, not your ship. Who is on your ship?
Me.
That was what I thought. Okay.
Hiram.
All the octopodes.
Yep.
And all our
Are
guests.
you in your quarters right now?
No.
Where are you?
I'm up top, probably
on the bridge, most likely.
Okay. Brixel will get close enough to kind of get your attention, but not any closer than that.
And Brixel's which person that we
Brixel is the monkey bird stargazer.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
And he looks You get the distinct impression that Brixel is afraid to take up space. He looks at the floor. He doesn't get too close. He kind of twitches until you notice him. He's not the kind of character who's ever going to go, hey! That's never going to be him.
Yeah.
It goes, excuse me, why have we stopped moving? We were under attack. I got that, but we aren't anymore. Why is something wrong with the ship? Why aren't we moving?
We're a salvage ship. There's a ship to salvage.
Right. Can I help?
Potentially, once the personnel issue over there has been handled.
You mean the bird?
I don't know. They haven't told me.
I mean the whispers of the sea tell me there's a bird, and I wasn't sure if he was alive or not.
I will get their report when they return.
Okay.
They know their spheres of authority, and I trust them to make the call. And then we will move forward with whatever is decided, unless I have a specific reason to order something different.
Sure.
If you don't trust your crew, you micromanage everything.
Sure. I didn't mean to overstep. My apologies. And he'll retreat quickly.
What was it you wanted to help with?
As a whisperer, I know where things are sometimes and not other times. I'm not particularly talented in that regard. But the ship has, I think it's the ship. It's either the ship or very close to the ship. It's difficult to tell. I think it's in the ship. There should be no, that can't be right. A helmet? A helmet or a map? Or a map in a helmet? That doesn't make sense. I don't know. Anyway, it should be large and metal and tells of another place. That sounds like a map to me.
Sounds like a globe to me.
Oh, yes, perhaps a globe. I hadn't thought of that. Yes, perhaps a globe. Anyway, the Wildsea won't shut up about it, and it's just in my head. And I thought that you not only saved my life but my legs.
She'll do.
Sorry, Orchid is the one with the broken legs. Brixel is the one that you saved.
Brixel's one whose legs atrophied from the being stuck in a cage, so they both have leg problems.
Right. So you saved my life and my physical autonomy. The least I can do is share this with you.
She will do the bosun whistle that's like not danger, but like I need somebody immediately.
Sure.
It doesn't matter which one of you. But whoever gets within shouting distance, she will describe what to look for.
You bet.
Because I would send Hiram, but I don't need to send literally my entire crew who I know and trust over to the other ship.
Right.
If somebody hears the message, you dig through the ship for a minute. Lassan is correct. It is, and he was. You're both correct, but you're more correct. It is a globe with a helmet on it. Somebody just kind of threw it on top of it.
Stuck it on there.
But the helmet's just a helmet. It's metal. There's nothing special about it. The globe, is of the Earth from the year like 2012, give or take, with ley lines all over it.
Sure.
With ley lines, huh?
With ley lines all over it. It's a globe just like I could have bought in the year 2012, except it has big sketched ley lines all over it, overlaid over the regular deal. In the Wildsea, ley lines are sort of a kind of like a superstition. Some people believe in them and some people don't. Maybe they're real, maybe they're not. Maybe it's God, maybe it's superstition, maybe it's Maybelline, who knows? Are you okay?
This episode of Wildsea brought to you by a makeup company.
Anytime I hear the maybe it's Maybelline, I get the really ridiculous meme in my head that is the squirrel. If anyone, I'll see if I can find it.
Oh, do.
Just
no.
But it's the only connection my brain has to that phrase now, even though I know that the meme is because of the slogan.
The squirrel from Ice Age?
No.
No, that's the inspiration for Scraglet.
I have no doubt. Sure. I have no doubt whatsoever. I've seen the first two of those, I think.
Yeah.
You guys pretty great. Uncle Fungus? So the globe itself, ley lines or not, looks very old. Looks like it was made in the time, right? Which means to a collector, it's worth a fortune. It's worth this entire ship and everything in it to the right collector. Like pre-Wildsea sort of memorabilia is the kind of thing that to the right collector is like, and they're everywhere. You're just going to find the one with enough money. I like to think that Wildsea collector pre-V collectors are like people who are big into old guns or old comic books or whatever. There's a whole like
the whole society of those
society of nerds that are up after that specific thing.
Now the question I think that Slapdash is probably going to present here is, it seems conspicuous that this globe was so well maintained.
Definitely used it.
Sure.
Was it like covered in a thin coat of transparent wax or something? How'd they keep everything from rubbing off?
Yes, actually, there's a very, very thin layer of wax on it.
Somebody veneered it.
Right, yeah, somebody veneered it. That would be the parrot
or something.
Right. Popeye will get all fired up about it. Not aggressive, of course. He understands his situation. But he will take great pride in expressing that he is one of those nerds. And be like, hey, I get that I'm not in a position to like request anything other than the backpack, which he's filled with food. But be careful with that, huh? Like I get that you're taking it with you, or at least I would, right? But hey, be careful with that. It's difficult to replace. And his fascination and defense of this thing that he thinks is so precious will get the better of him for just a second. You know, kind of forget that he's at the end of a crossbow right now. Be like, hey, look.
Mycelia will take note of that, like, but she's not gonna dismiss it though, because that she's like she's not foolish about these things either. So, that thing is worth a fortune. We're not gonna tossing that around.
Yeah, as a point of order, and as a person interested in crafting and like inventing and stuff like that, I think Slapdash will have at least one question regarding the globe. Was this well maintained simply as a matter of personal interest, or was there like a practical use that could come of a well maintained pre-V globe?
Above with Popeye's influence, he'll explain that the map, before you go selling it, show of good faith for his survival. Before you go to sell that, when you go to sell that, I would not say that. I would say it's in great shape. It is. I made sure. I lacquered it myself. I would not say that it's in mint condition, because it's not. Because I had to, many of those lines were lost when I found the globe in the first place. I scoured old maps and such to find the layers, the lines to be able to put them back on. Which is to say, there's a couple lines on it that aren't they're not perfectly drawn. Look, I got claws, not fingers. Okay. I did the best I could. But they're accurate enough for a globe. Unless you believe the ley lines exist, then no, it's just a collectible, because look around. The world isn't like that anymore, right? But I have, maybe it's just because I want it to be. Maybe it's a logical fallacy, but I have found that a fair amount of landmarks that the pre-V world had, the Empire State Building, say, were still in the places where they could be found on the old map. No buildings I knew that I knew where they were supposed to be pre-V. I found in a place now that are so far away that they moved a continent away horizontally. So it's not been especially useful in that regard, but I wouldn't go so far as to say not useful. But I do think your best bet's to sell it. I could have a long time ago. I just that guy really wanted it, and it was a good price. I didn't want to.
Yeah. With that comment he made about the Empire State Building when he's having that chat, because he's hollering as he's seeing us like pack it up, right?
Right.
Would that have happened in Mycelia's earshot, or was he saying that like just to slap?
I imagine that would have happened to your earshot.
Okay. Yeah, as soon as he mentions the Empire State Building, she's gonna get like this really like. She can't go she can't go white as a sheet because she's like not got that kind of complexion.
It doesn't have blood.
That too. Right. Right.
But there's other ways that people can lighter for a moment.
Right. Yeah. Like the chlorophyll like blanches out of her mushroom cap or something to that effect.
She releases anxiety spores.
Right.
Hey, you say that as a joke. My circle spore druid did that.
And Mycelia does have the capacity to release the spores if she's under enough distress. So, like, you see,
like an
something start to
octopus,
happen.
you just ink blast them.
Right? Yeah, you see something start to happen, and then she kind of pulls it together, and she's like,
a fear
what
fart.
What was that about the Empire State Building?
Nothing. It's just relative to where it ought to be, or at least where it was. It's, I don't know, a mile or two. It's kind of hard to tell way the hell up here relative to the ground, but I think it's only a mile or two from where it was, which is to say, I think over time, I've spent a lot of time charting Wildsea, and I find that while it's true that we get holds that go away and things come up and they go back down, all of the stories I've either seen with my own eyes or heard from reliable sources would suggest that by and large, there isn't any building or continental drift. Buildings shoot relatively straight up from where they had been, which means if somebody were to have the sort of ship or ability or both to hunt the Wildsea on the ground, scavenging would be much, much easier because you already know where all the good places are.
Yes.
Speaking of which, from
Yeah.
where did you scavenge the globe?
Oh, the Smithsonian.
Where?
It's a museum.
Wow.
Or I suppose it was.
Interesting.
Referencing databases. Buffering. Geographic result. Washington, D.C.
So she's like, what's buffering?
I had to think for a moment. That's the word that my processors use for some reason. I don't know what it means.
I know that feeling. When we get back to the ship, I should probably talk to folks, after we've dealt with the bird situation and things. I had an experience in the Empire State Building.
Oh my.
The thought process I'm having right now is
separately, did you know that outside of the Smithsonian Design Museum, if you go to the normal Smithsonian, the big one, you just go for free. They admit something like 30 million people a year, and they don't pay for that, which is wow, that's cool. That's cool. But of all the things the U.S. fucks up real bad, I really like how we handle the Smithsonian.
I think the Smithsonian fights tooth and nail to keep doing that too.
I bet.
Yeah, Jay, Reeker had a question. How long is the current day from the Virgin Sea?
Oh,
I'm not going to answer that.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
It's a mystery.
You don't know.
And Mycelia can't help because she has huge gaps in her memory.
You guys bring the globe back.
Above table, that is for the players to decide, not me. Whether it's 400 years, 1,000, whatever. It could be a week and everybody could have had just terrible mutagenic bullshit happen to their brain so no one remembers. Whatever.
If you guys bring the globe back, she's not going to want to sell that. She's going to want to use that. And keep it in good condition. She is the navigator. She is very interested in possible ley lines and all of that.
Yeah.
Because we can always choose to sell it later.
True.
Now, Could I make like a survival check real quick? Because I'm curious about something the relationship between geography and the present state of the world.
Okay.
And then I don't want us to leave until we see that bird fly off for a while. I want to make sure he's gone and make sure he doesn't circle back around. Make sure that we don't see the ship pick him up. And then before we even get the ship, or maybe as we get the ship ready to either be towed or sailed separately, whichever would work better, especially if it's bigger than ours, probably sail it separately. Anything on it that is useful to the crew, I want brought over and distributed, separate from what, I'm forgetting his name, but the one that's connected to the knife.
Was Pin the one that has a connection to the object? Yeah, because Pin's one that's connected to the object.
So he had argued for 70% of profit.
Yeah, and then even Mycelia's like, my guy. Not how to handle him.
she's wanting to distribute gear, make sure we get any food things for you, anything that we would not then turn around and want to sell. I want to go ahead and get that figured out so that when we arrive, literally it's everything on that ship is what we are willing to trade. And I don't want anyone at port to have it be, oh wait, oh sorry, we wanted that. Nope, sorry, my crew wants it. But that includes gear, that includes clothing, that includes anything. And she's going to have individual conversations that I don't have the energy tonight to role play.
That's okay. With
each of our new recruits as this is a sign of good faith. This is because you're a part of my crew and I take care of my crew. This is not a part of what that gets then counted towards the profit and blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
But you're getting it regardless. So this isn't that you should argue this is part of your 70. This is separate. This is you get this. And then, in a way that is, I take care of my crew if you're my crew, and if you're not, you get one chance.
Right.
So
you're allowed to walk away at any time. You're allowed to say I'm done and leave. You stab us in the back, we shoot you. Without it being a threat, literally just all right, here's your first taste of.
Sure, the implication, right.
Yeah.
Before I get back to that, Esme, what?
Esme will casually remind Lazahana that she can fly and can escort him away from the ship if that makes the captain feel better.
Yeah, that's what Mycelia wanted to suggest was turn into something flying that's scary to him, so that he gets the hint that we're not being messed with.
Escort him away, that's fine, but I want to make sure that he doesn't come back around. So whether that's you escorting him, whether that's us just keeping an eye on him, either way works. That's fine.
Okay.
But then also,
take a position on that gunner
if there's
thing we got.
If there's any stuff that would be helpful to Slapdash, if there's any stuff that would be helpful to Mycelia, if there's anything that would be man, you have an old sword and we have a better sword here and none of us need it, here you go. Part of this is we don't need to trade for stuff if we found the stuff. Sure. I'm not going to go and hope that we find you a better sword. If we got a good sword, here you go. If we got a good gun, if we have, we will help outfit you. But it also means that I know what you have.
Sure.
And if you work with us, fair. You work against us, it's not going to go over well. And it might mean that we lose in a future fight, but if they're on our side and staying loyal, even if it's just loyal to the paycheck, then when we get into fights and we find new ships and everything,
sure,
you're going to get a cut of it. You're going to get taken care of. I'm going to trust that you're in a better position to do your job. She's not going to bestow the same level of authority on people that are not her other officers.
Sure.
And that's going to be that clear. Like, you're not going to get that same freedom because that's not your position. That could be your position potentially if you actually show and find a way and whatever. But if anything untoward happens to one of my officers, that doesn't mean that that position's now open.
Sure.
And Orchid and Brixel, I think, are here mainly, as voluntary passengers, kind of a thing. Only Pin signed up to be part of the crew.
Yeah, Pin's part of the crew.
One job.
For commission, so
right.
We'll take care of you. You help us get the stuff. You get your turnover.
Yeah.
But
that all tracks.
And I missed the beginning of that. I'm sorry. What are they getting?
I want to get anything off of that ship that is helpful.
Okay, that's what
So if they need new clothing and there's clothing over there that fits them well, and they need new shoes, they need a new belt buckle. If there is a my gun, it jams all the time and this one doesn't, or hey, there's a cleaning kit, I'll take that. Like, just anything that would be of practical use. Anything that is not of practical use that they show interest in, we can then discuss, and that might become hey, this will be part of your 70 or whatever. But baseline, I want to make sure that we are as best outfitted as we can be at all times, and then it's the leftover that gets taken to port and traded.
Orchid has never. Orchid as a word bearer generally relies on the safety. They don't carry a weapon because as a word bearer, they understand that they're treated with some degree of almost divine sovereignty. Ships treat them as one part. To harm a word bearer is to call great plague upon yourselves. Nobody attacks.
Don't shoot them.
Nobody attacks a word bearer. But clearly things change, right? And every now and again, you have somebody who does not give a shit. So for the first time in their life, Orchid feels the need to own a sword. And you can see them both take it and feel from the ship, the ship with the parrot on it, and feel very uncomfortable touching it. Because you get the distinct impression that they've not only have never carried one, because they don't need to, but they've never probably used one. He's he knows how to hold it. He's seen other people hold a sword, but he's very uncomfortable with the weight. And I don't just mean what it weighs.
Is under no obligation to help him with that. If she would like to volunteer her time and assist that, you have my permission. But if he wants to figure out how to use it, that's on him. If anyone would like to help, they can. And he can ask for help.
Oh, he will. After a couple of...
He's not gonna be like,
he'll do the thing.
Teach him.
He'll do the thing you see on TV. Orchid has chosen a sword. As a word bearer, he's never felt the need to arm himself. But the situation you found him in suggests that things change.
And
Esme does not have sword skills. I regret to inform you all.
No, I was going to say, Lasahana specifically is not asking you to.
She's not useful.
if he asks, it's up to anyone to help.
Look,
you're just the only one, I think, that he would approach, maybe.
He'll do that thing you see on TV where somebody picks up a sword a couple times and gives it a couple practice swings, right? And he'll lose it and drop it 3 of the 4 swings. And it's clear to him that he's not good at this.
Mycelia, same to you. It is entirely up to you. If you would like to use your spare time to assist him, if he would like to ask for help, he can. It's your choice if you want to help him with that. I don't need you to stop your other duties in order to...
The only 2 things Orchid will ask for are the sword, and there's a collection of loose leaf paper in the desk, and an inkwell. And he would ask that as a word bearer, he basically never writes his own letters. He's busy carrying other people's. But he's also at this point become so comfortable having paper around him that it feels weird to not have the smell, to not hear the rustle of letters in his bag. So he's just going to write stuff and then just shove it in there so he's comfortable with the sound. It'll be weird to have letters he doesn't have to deliver, but it'll be weirder to not have letters to deliver and not have the vibe. But he also understands that paper that has not yet been used is very valuable, and he won't just
she's
take
gonna keep a chunk of that for ship usage.
Sure.
A bunch of us that do write consistently have our own journals and whatever.
Sure.
But he can have at least a few sheets of paper for now.
Thank you.
Like, but yeah, the other thought of why it's not like, hey, I need to make sure he gets trained is he is a word bearer, and hopefully we do a good enough job on our ship that he's not having to worry about defense. He can choose if that's something he is going to engage in.
Babies.
Mycelia will happily agree to help give him some sword form work. She said, I normally am a sort of a machete and a hatchet girl, but I can work with a short sword. So we'll do some. I'll show you how to at least use proper form and technique so you're not losing your grip on it. Yeah, don't want to hurt yourself.
He looks incredibly embarrassed and appreciative. Brixel, as a monkey bird, most monkey birds love to eat. And he'll watch the parrot raid he'll find the foodstuffs, right, and hold up two minga melons the size of his head and go, just these would be fine.
Oh, you found a couple of those. Early season for them.
That I know, but these ones are really ripe. You smell that, and he'll wave one under your nose. In my head, minga melons smell like a combination of grapes and oranges.
I don't know why my brain was going to the oh shoot, what's the honeydew melon?
Oh yeah. In my head that's what they look like.
Yeah.
And Pin will dig through the ship until they find the part of the ship where somebody had this stuff stashed to repair clothing. Pin will find a bit of thread and a couple of needles and go, we'll hold those up, and assuming you don't have a problem with that, we'll shove them in their pockets and go, I'm good.
Yeah. Sure. Same. And is there anything that Slapdash or Mycelia or Ismaya would be interested in or need?
Mycelia needs a new bone saw.
Oh.
What?
Mycelia needs a new bone saw. A couple of the teeth are getting too. There's a little bit of rust starting on mine.
The ship doesn't look like it had a surgeon, but the kitchen does have a couple of knives that are serrated and therefore kind of close. I don't know if that's close enough.
If it's got anything that would be hatchet-like, she could probably work with that too, because she uses it for just dicing, cutting through the bone on meat and things like that.
You bet.
Doesn't require precision.
Yeah.
So she'll probably dig through and find an old hatchet type of deal.
The technique you talked about last week that...
Oh, the spatchcocking thing?
That's right.
That's probably why she's wearing out her bone saw.
Right.
Probably, man.
Because you're not supposed to spatchcock animals like that. But
look, you meet the problem where it is.
Right? Yeah, she's got to be able to cook things that need to have a lot of surface coverage and things like that. And
Liz just wants an excuse to say the word spatchcock, and I can't say I disagree. It's a good word. It's fun.
Right.
Slapdash, what are you rating this ship for? We're going to cover you and Esme, and then we'll go to break.
The first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to cross-reference some of the charts that that Popeye the parrot used to make his ley line globe.
Okay. To be clear, he didn't use that to fill in the ley line globe. He used that to not the ley line part. He used that the globe itself was damaged as far as the original map, and he used old paper charts to fix the difference. The ley line thing is a completely different grid.
Okay.
But yes, he has the maps from before. You bet. They're all in the desk, the same place the spare paperwork was found. And he's not kidding. There's dozens of, some of them are ripped from magazines. One of them is a piece of a broken globe. One like this, right? Just a little piece of it. A poster here, a chart there. Looks like he's collected it from all over. You can see his nerddom concentrated in the desk.
Hey, he had a special interest, right?
Oh yeah. No shade here.
And he
Besides, somebody on this call is
his
big into maps.
With him?
What now?
Didn't choose to take any of those in his backpack with him.
I mean, given the circumstances, maybe he's a fool, maybe he's not, but he'd rather have food than maps. He can't eat maps. I mean, you can, but I don't imagine that they provide the same sort of.
It'd actually be a sign of his honesty if he chose food over maps, because that suggests he's not expecting to circle up with his crew.
Right. Which he did. He filled the backpack full of melons and nuts and left.
Lemons and melons and nuts. Oh my.
Yeah,
lemons and melons and nuts. Oh my.
Yeah. So the thing I wanted to reference was, within the world that we're building here, is there a correlation between areas on the globe and the types of trees and plant life that are growing? Like the areas that were ocean, are different types of trees growing there than the ones that were on that emerged verdantly over land.
Yes. The hardiest trees. So by and large, the people of the Wildsea don't travel the globe; they travel continents at a time. Which is not to say that what would be ocean travel isn't still a thing. It is. But it's difficult because, like that video you sent me, the Wildsea discourages major long distance trade and instead favors minor short distance trade, trickle trade, instead of giant highways of transit. But mostly that's because the ability to safely make that trip, whether it's because you came back alive or because you don't get lost, it's almost impossible. It is just impossible in most places in the Wildsea.
Kind of a one-way trip, if anything, because it's not getting the same place twice.
A smaller but still meaningful consideration. The place where the oceans used to be, the trees that manifest there tend to be much, much harder to cut through, and the roots are hard. The branches are harder to move. Only the toughest ships can make it across them and back again. Any ship can cut through some of the ocean branches. But you're going to burn through so much fuel, and you're only going to make it a little bit. And the kind of giant. Go ahead.
Being able to chart the salt line, like the areas where so this area of the globe used to be Arctic, different trees grow there. If this area used to be ocean, different trees grow, and being able to chart accurately, having a fixed idea of where the salt line will be, could be incredibly valuable.
It could be. In order to do that, you would need a ship. You'd probably have to cross-reference it. And to cross-reference, you need to have cross-referencing is just referencing more than once, right? You'd have to go back over your own work and probably have, in order to get other people to believe you, have them do it too. In order to do that, even once, you would need a ship tough enough, either that it had enough fuel that it could make the trip. You'd need a ship that both had enough fuel to make the trip, while also having enough fuel to cut through all those branches all the way across the ocean and back again, or you wouldn't be able to tell anybody.
Well, yeah, I guess the idea here being compare maps with other people and try and make,
sure,
try to find the border.
Right, you don't make the trip yourself. You cross-reference it with other people who've already traveled a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure. There are in the Wildsea great mega ships, but most people have only heard of them. Most people haven't actually seen one. The biggest ship in the Wildsea book is twice a galleon. Mega ships are they're enormous. They're like buildings on their side. They're absolutely massive. They're like the Titanic, but bigger. They're.
And how the heck would they stay up in the Wildsea?
Thrusters.
The scale it has to operate on. Yeah. Yeah.
You're just destroying the forest as you go through it at that point.
Right. The problem is that most mega ships, much like the Titanic, are built at incredible expense, and then something bad inevitably happens to them. They prove to be too heavy. Somebody lied about how much fuel it was going to actually take. They're impractically bulky. Whatever. Mega ships come and go, and they just never become a permanent thing. I had a conversation with Robin the other day about how come jet boots are just not a practical thing. They're just not. And this is kind of like that. Could you make boots that floated you off the ground with jet fuel? Probably. Could you make boots that do that in any practically useful way? No, either because the fuel you'd have to carry, the amount of fuel you'd have to carry is unpractical, or because you'd scorch the fucking ground as you flew across it,
right?
Or any number of other difficulties. Megaships are like that. They're never. There's no way to solve the problem. So the people have just learned to live.
And
that too.
Strength you would need to be able to.
So if you were going to make this trip yourself, you'd need a megaship. If you don't make the trip yourself, the best you can count on is anecdotal nonsense given to you by other people. Verbal history is not history. Verbal history is stories.
Yeah.
But you could do the best you can, I suppose. But given the globe you're looking at, complete globes are also fairly rare. Looking at the globe you're looking at and seeing this stuff you've already seen with your own eyes and say you've met in the past. Yeah, there is a certain there's data that suggests that you're onto something, but you definitely don't have proof.
Okay. Yeah, so that's something that's a matter of idle curiosity. I don't think it's really a
Rinker's onto something.
Uh-oh.
Rinker is suggesting that those trees might be accumulating silica or other minerals, which is what I was thinking, that they had taken.
To make them more sturdy.
They had
like
taken
that,
some of the more durable minerals at the bottom of the ocean floor and it just integrated it. So the trees are just tougher than they would otherwise be.
The next logical thought from that is their coral that turned into
that was
hybridized with
So the world has two kind of redwoods in it. The redwoods as we know them today, and the giant redwoods that shot up where some of the ocean used to be, which are just massive red coral.
Nova.
Fun times. So we need to get to Esmea before the break, right?
Yes, but Esmea seems to have wandered off.
She had to take the break and wait. So I think real quick though, while I have a moment, Mycelia might look at Slapdash, look at the map, and go, "I have a theory. We'll have to check when we get back and everything's settled." But I think those ley lines would mark where whispers are concentrated.
Oh, hey, that's pretty neat.
That's a cool idea.
The
Which
Empire
would explain
State
how
Building was full of them. We used to call it Whisper East.
And Brixel, according to this map, you are standing in one. Which means if your hypothesis is correct, that would explain how come Brixel all of a sudden was fine, and then he was like, my head won't shut up.
Esmea's return.
Esmea's return. What do you pluck from the ship before we go to break?
I want nothing in this world. No, I genuinely don't think she's missing anything at the moment that she needs.
I want only the sweet embrace of oblivion.
The only thing that La Sahana is going to look for is durable, warm weather clothing, because she has clothing that underneath her coat that she can take off, and it's fine because it's made for layers. But finding some alternatives is the only thing that she's going to worry about, because otherwise she has her gear. So.
Yeah, I think the only thing I would end up taking besides the maps would just be like any doodads, anything that's like old wiring or anything metallic that I might be able to incorporate into gadgets and gizmos and shit. Or things that I can integrate into my physical corpus.
Like a blender?
Slapdash doesn't break things up and swirl them into his form. My understanding is he more ties and connections and welds things in place.
I've got this lovely visual now of him grabbing two items and coming out with an egg beater on one side, a plunger on the other, and just goes, "Exterminate!
Exterminate! Exterminate!"
Like combat thing.
Still, the proof that some people in my life were being raised as absolute nerds was showing up at the house and being greeted by one kid going "exterminate" in that voice and the other kid going "delete, delete," and I was like, "Yes, you are being raised well. Perfect, perfect."
So, Slapdash, we're gonna go to break now, but over that 15 minutes, consider what you might find if you found a room in the ship that, in my head, is much like the bird from The Little Mermaid who had a bunch of human remnant shit and doesn't know what any of it is. Like, which is not to say that Popeye doesn't know. He does. But what kind of shiny oddities you might find in a place like that? Is there a bit of a blender? Is there a broken piece of a CNC machine? What's in there? I'll see you in 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna get interesting.
Gonna? Oh no.
More interesting.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Hello.
Hey.
Ooh.
Ooh. What are we doing?
Hello.
Hey.
Or you got the cookie.
Mm-hmm. Mycelia is stress eating.
Wait, why?
I'm enjoying my saffron shortbread.
I see. I just decided what I'm making next week. In my next episode of Will It Burrito, carne asada.
I have to imagine it would. I mean, that feels
of course it'll burrito.
Extremely. That feels very Chipotle.
It was either that or orange chicken. Amber has chosen carne asada this time and orange chicken next time. So
I agree with that call. Yeah.
I don't think everything will burrito. I don't think chili will burrito. I don't think soup will burrito.
Curry.
No, but curry rice might.
Curry seasoned, like a pot roasty kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like with a rice and beef.
I saw a video the other day. It was Thanksgiving dinner burrito. It was like potatoes, turkey, cranberries, and shit in a. And dude, I was like,
Have you borne witness to the gastronomic abomination that is the DiGiorno Thanksgiving pizza?
Oh no.
No, but all of those words in order made me go, yes. So I mean, by which I mean not yet.
Okay. It only comes out in like November-ish every year.
But
now I know what to get Jay for Christmas is DiGiorno Thanksgiving pizza for Thanksgiving.
Wait, is it a frozen? Can you just buy it? Is it a frozen thing, or do you have to go to DiGiorno
frozen,
to get it?
Yeah,
no shit. Like that's.
Yeah, DiGiorno's one of those companies that's like specifically all about their frozen pizzas.
Sure. Yeah.
So frozen pizza and those Tito's things with the sweaters on them.
Oh, why does it have arms? What the fuck?
It's a limited edition Thanksgiving pizza with roasted turkey, green beans, crispy onions, dried cranberries, and a gravy drizzle.
Okay.
All right, then. Those are words.
Eat those separately.
Louise, what do you think?
Individual flavors.
Louise, baby, what do you think?
Okay.
Your entire Thanksgiving dinner on a pizza.
I'm not, Human. I will not entertain this notion. Baby.
The other option, pizza company, is that we don't do that.
Right, I posted the link.
Hi, kitty. Hello, kitty.
I'm sorry, Floof. You've been kidnapped.
Oh, pretty kitty though.
Very.
Says I am very pretty. Now put me down.
Every time
legs.
I see Louise and what is it, Marius?
Yes. Cat Marius. Yes.
Marius. I don't know that they are or aren't siblings, but they really could be.
They are not. Oh,
they could.
Oh my goodness, Louise.
Oh.
Oh, I see my tuggies.
Is she begging for affection now? Hi, pretty girl. She's like, don't perceive me, but I will stay here. Thank you.
Oh.
I'm shocked she stayed still for this long.
Do not camera. Look upon me, Human.
No, I must escape.
They perceived me. This was against our agreement.
They're never gonna believe me, but you're real snuggly.
I believe you because of off-screen shenanigans that I've seen her want affection. Like twice in all the years I've known you. Like
twice. Look, Louise is a cat who wants you to work for it, right? Like She goes, I am an aloof floof, and I want the loves, but I want you to know that you really want to give them to me. Work for it.
I am an aloof floof.
Work for it, human.
Man.
Dance for me.
If only I could adopt that as my own motto, but I'm not aloof, y'all. I'm not mysterious. I'm not aloof. I'm just chaos.
The tiny one will just curl up next to you and flip upside down and go, look at all my bits. Like she does not care at all. And Louise is like, no. You want me to never mind like you. You want me to acknowledge that you exist? Work for it. Like,
speaking of working for it, what does Slapdash find in that room?
Oh yeah.
So I have 3 things, and I want you to I want to get a verdict from you on whether you
stripper pole, a plunger, and a rubber chicken.
It is extremely worrying to me that those are the first 3 things that came to your mind.
I thought you were going to say it's extremely worrying that you're correct.
Hey,
you no, just the idea that your brain conjured those 3 things immediately says so many things about you.
You bet.
Yeah. No, I was thinking Heelys, a small tank of some sort of compressed gas, and an air conditioner.
What's that first thing?
An entire air
Heelys?
conditioner?
What the fuck are Heelys?
Oh.
Sneakers with wheels on the bottom.
With wheels built in to turn so that your sneakers are
convertible. Oh, right, and I'm the freak. Sure.
You don't know Heelys?
Jay, were you not around in the 2000s?
But there have been so many commercials. There were so many commercials like a decade and a half ago.
Oh, so I only came into existence like 6 months ago.
I hate to tell you, you keep giving that timeline, and I have proof, online proof, that I have known you for 4+ years.
They're
still in development. This is an active product that does still exist.
Hang on. Pixar didn't happen.
The server that we are in that I made has been in existence for almost 1.5 years.
This show has been streaming for
not quite. But this show's not been streaming for 6 months yet. But Shadow Scar has been streaming for almost 1 year.
So just so I understand, you
that's
hope
not
to
pics,
find
that's video.
You hope to find you paid off actors. You hope to find sneakers with wheels.
I have that kind of money.
I know you do. An air conditioner. And what was the middle thing?
Like an oxygen tank of some sort of unidentified gas.
I mean, what kind of gas is in the tank? I love this.
Yeah, sure, man. Like fine by me.
Slapdash's voice on helium. We don't.
I need that in my life. You know I do. And should Mike be incapable of reaching that octave on his own, he has a sibling who could just drill him in the nards really hard.
I'm sorry. Rinker just asked a specific question, and by the way that it is asked makes me concerned. Because it is asked with the word still, which means it was ever. Do they still do handcuff sweatshirts?
What?
Handcuff sweatshirts?
I love how Nikki cares now. Like, that was...
Look, I was following everything until then, and then I just like...
Oh, I see that.
It's a question that Rinker has put in the chat.
And
I still do handcuff sweatshirts. Are you talking about a straight jacket or something else?
I was gonna say
this we've learned something new about Rinker today, and that's there's a new kinky dimension to this individual I wasn't aware of.
And this is why you don't trust strangers on the internet.
Man, don't shame.
I said kinky. God. I didn't say bad.
So I'm currently on the Heelys website. What in the world?
You mean thumbhole sweatshirts? Yes, they still make those.
I'm wearing a shirt like that now.
Yeah, but Amber loves them. What the fuck?
Yeah, thumbhole, not handcuff.
Columbia makes a lot of these.
I feel so much reassured to know it's just like a
handcuff sweatshirts. Really, maybe like you put them together, like do like a Chinese finger trap thing, but with your sleeves.
Like, what possible functional purpose could that serve?
Straight jackets,
Functional versus fun, I think, are two separate questions.
My God.
Again, up to individual taste.
Sorry, I just got wrapped into the wheeled shoe part of the internet for a second. What in the world?
Right?
Yeah, it was for kids to wear it in like high school and then middle school.
They also make them for adults. It says it right there on the website.
It was for people who have nostalgia and no good taste. But yeah, the ability
now I want a pair of leather boots with wheels in the bottom.
You can get them.
Just to coast on down the road or down a hallway or something like that. Just
my favorite was that all the commercials had these kids doing tricks off of like the center railing down steps. And I was like, because that's what we want you to be doing in your tennis shoes that aren't connected to each other and aren't actually set up in a way that, say, roller skates and roller blades are.
See, I see the benefit in this. All the risk of a skateboard, but you don't have to carry it around with you.
Right? Which I think is the logic for people who wanted to rollerblade but didn't want to have to keep changing the shoes out.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So,
the website says the wheels pop in and out. That's kind of neat.
The kids just kick them back in so they can walk where they're not supposed to have, heels, the wheelie things going.
So Slapdash is eager to incorporate this functionality into his locomotion.
Of course. The air conditioner or the Heelys?
The Heelys. The air conditioner, he just wants to salvage the
condenser from?
Yeah. He just wants he wants that sweet Freon.
Why not? I watched Spider-Man make ice webbing with it one time. Why not? Gotta get that sweet Freon. Gotta chill. Earlier when we said he should chill out, that's how we interpreted that.
Did we say he needs to chill out?
No, we said Hiram should chill out.
Yeah.
They're
not the same person.
The Heelys, the Freon from the condenser, and then whatever this small tank of like this sort of an oxygen tank you see someone like breathing out of at home. It's about that size, but we're not sure what kind of gas is in it.
So we're gonna ingest it and find out.
No, I think he wants to test some of its chemical properties real quick, but he has a suspicion of what it is. He's hoping it's nitrous oxide.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is
for
that
sedating patients? If they need to do surgery, is that what you're thinking? Give them laughing gas so they pass out so you can do surgery on them?
It's sedation or a potential chemical sedative, yes, for a tactical deployment.
Can I do any kind of a roll to help him identify whether that tank contains nitrous or oxygen?
You want to repeat what kind of appointment?
There's a big number 36 painted on the side of it.
Great. Okay.
Consulting periodic table.
Mike, do you know what gas gets the atomic number 36? Off the top of your head, that's real impressive, you big old nerd.
Can I do a survival check to see if that number is associated with death?
Didn't you know that actually the rattlesnake poison is the 36th discovered poison by the
Well, no.
I'm worried about propane.
Well, no, because if it's actually periodic table element 36, that's not something we want.
I don't know what the 36th periodic table.
Krypton?
Yes.
Why don't we want that? Why don't we want that?
No, we don't want Krypton.
Why don't you want Krypton gas, Mike? It's used in photography all the time. Why don't you want Krypton gas, Mike? Also, we've now gotten to the Bill Nye portion of the show.
I'm just waiting to see just because this is an obscure random thing.
And this is an obscure random thing that Robin already knew, which is in the chat, which is fantastic.
Right. I already, because the first thing that came to mind was that's either going to be incredibly, like, A, super toxic or something, and B, Rinker is going to be well versed in this somehow.
Krypton you would think that the name Krypton would come from perhaps a nerdy comic book pamphlet from the past, but no, actually, Rinker came up with it.
Besides, I mean, Superman exists long before that. Oh, right. So yeah, we should move on. Yeah, we just got a reminder that one of us has a time limit on this.
Whoopsie
so,
doodle.
We don't believe in time limits. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Some of us do have, jobs to get to, though.
Sure. So what are you going to do with this Krypton gas?
Hold on to it. Like, I don't know what to do with this.
Do not.
I'll hold on to it for later. I'm sure it's fine.
Krypton fluoride makes a useful laser medium.
Hello, beautiful.
A sentence I don't know that I ever anticipated Slapdash saying.
That
it being said to a canister of gas somehow tracks. Because what else would he compliment but a thing of hot air?
You're right.
Boo hiss!
Boo hiss!
I heard that insult from here.
Nova got herself stuck in my blanket. Hi, BB. Hi. She's like, Mama, where'd the exit? I don't know.
Still
attached, baby.
You ducked your head out of the way, and La Sahana is staring directly into my soul.
Good. Yep. As she does every time she looks at you.
Mike, I see your DM, and I'm on board for that.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Dun, dun, dun.
Anyway.
Be afraid. I know something you don't know. Doo-da.
It's fun.
That sentence alone instills fear in me.
Mwahaha.
Anyway. You were saying you take your Krypton gas and your sweet Freon dispenser, you addict, your Heelys, and you head back to the ship.
You addict, you?
You addict, you.
Just juggling these two dangerous gases while I'm just rolling down the hallway.
Hi, Nova. Hello. Hi, honey.
I'm picturing Slapdash is a big mechanical man. He's the ironmonger.
6.5, 7 feet tall at least, yeah.
Yeah, so he's Iron Man with his Heelys kicking it down the hallway, holding these toxic gases.
Amazing.
Like Warforged rolls by.
Daffy Duck looks at you and goes, "Wow, that's a cartoon."
Tubes.
That would be fun.
Records indicate this is when people typically would yell, "Wee!"
As opposed to you actually yelling "wee."
Right.
I tell you, watches this and it's just like mesmerized by the globe, but also what's going on with Slapdash? Like,
Slapdash finds a baseball cap, which he's briefly going to call his lid. Right, roll down the hallway and be like, "What up, fellow kids?" As he rolls.
No, but you do know that the deckhand, whose name I unfortunately forget in this particular
Murray,
glaring at him so upset.
Murray hates you so much right now. Here's this motherfucker over here with his wee.
We really should consider cross-training Murray. We should consider giving him like a
this is the second time in 30 seconds that no one's remembered his name. Murray really is a ghost on the ship. That's why he's so upset.
I'm just terrible at names.
Well, if his name was Murphy, then we'd have a problem.
Why?
Oh, hi.
Murphy's Law.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That would be bad luck.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
So you get back to the ship with your loot and Freon drugs.
Hey, miss.
Your frosty cocaine.
Hold on. Why are we bringing drugs aboard my ship?
Lies.
Hey, stop, miss.
I don't want it to inhale. I don't even have lungs. Anyway, I was hoping to use it for a cryo mister.
But I do want to put it in my tubes.
I'll start sounding like this. Yeah, no.
I thought that was it sulfur dioxide?
What are you doing, girl?
I think so.
Gives you Darth Vader voice.
I think Slapdash's plan is
something.
I think Slapdash's plan is to integrate the Freon into his tube so he can become the Dark Lord of Winter.
Integrate the Freon
into his tubes, right? To become the dark refrigerant, right?
Now,
I don't know.
Jay, I would like to point out that integrating implies a meshing of sorts, and generally most tubes are designed to not mingle with their
to not do that so much, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the goal of a container, I think, usually.
That's true.
I hope we don't get a hold of a tank of nitrogen dioxide or something like that. Dry ice or something. Just have them spraying like a fire signature.
Lasahana sees this come aboard her ship and just doesn't even do a face palm, just
because Lasahana is from the past and knows what all those things are.
Sure does.
No, checks that no one's looking. Sure does. Or a hug, like you know what this legacy stuff is, don't you, hun?
Like
how bad? How worried should we be?
It's a tank of gas and air conditioner. Are those fucking Heelys? Like,
basically,
that he's wearing on his robot feet.
I don't think she even answers as to how worried we should be. She just looks at you and just like shakes her head and goes to her office for
now. I was just on the Heelys website. Thanks for that. There is like just a million colors and patterns. What do they look like? Are these pink with unicorns?
They are
black and red?
Oh, what do those look like? I was going to say they're literally tennis shoes that have little wheels. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yes, the ones that Slapdash found. What color motif do they possess?
Okay, I haven't checked the website in a while.
You know what? How often did you peruse said website?
I didn't even know there was a website specifically for them. I thought that was like a brand partnership deal. So whatever you go on that website and find the loudest color scheme possible. Day glow, yellows, pinks, greens, electric blue. Think like just the most obnoxious like 90s color scheme you can think of. Like a Yuppie's windbreaker.
Oh God. Oh.
There's the name of the episode right there. That's
Mike, to be clear, Slapdash is what's behind Haku. Slapdash is who's behind you.
Yes.
So now we need to add fluorescent windbreaker coloring just to the feet.
Like a Yuppie's windbreaker.
Oh, Lordy.
We started with a roach scramble and end with a Yuppie's windbreaker. That is some top shelf entertainment right there. Like
the ones that have South Park on them.
That'll do.
That'll do.
Oh, no, we don't need South Park aboard my
ship. Yeah. One shoe needs to say, "Oh my God," the other one says,
"Oh Jesus."
They killed Kenny.
Honey, miss, excuse me.
Oh, dying over here.
Character find besides South Park.
Oh God.
Lasahana's just grateful that there isn't an outlet on her ship.
I'm gonna have to find a picture
that shenanigans can't happen, but it means that they won't happen with a spinning blade immediately.
Yeah, it does. Look, hey, Haku, excuse you.
She is excused. Thank you.
I'm sure Slapdash has his own power supply. We can get a spinning blade. This is doable.
Actually, I need to talk to Brixton about my power supply. I'm deeply concerned.
Oh.
At a certain age, malfunctions are bound to occur.
We don't know how old Slapdash is, but
That's true. We don't.
Young and spry, probably. Or
young and spry?
Rusty.
Is he?
Something
is he young and spry?
Well, the configuration is newer, but how old the parts are, that's up to Mike.
Yeah, well, the thing is, all the individual parts are going to be for random ages, but the core in the center, he doesn't even really know what it's made of right now.
Who does know what a soul is made of? Okay, continue.
But yeah, that's a legitimate concern. I think that because what is the source of his sentience? Because in the previous incarnation of this campaign, there was this sort of substrate that was leaking out of interdimensional portals.
Like, is this the part where you want to bring that up?
We only have 8 minutes left, so I think
perhaps not.
Well, he can notice his power supply is running low.
It's not so much that it's running low, so much as the enduring mystery of his continued sentience is bothering him.
Hold on. I'm going to need you to repeat that in a moment.
and not being and having hardwiring instead of flesh and blood parts.
The enduring mystery of his continued sentience is bothering him.
His continued.
Oh my God! There it is. There's the shoes.
There he is. Oh goodness!
I don't know that I spelled sentience correct, but oh well.
You did.
Heather, look, I found him.
I don't. Hold on.
It's his new background. Yeah.
Look at that face. Oh boy.
Mycelia, how good are you at covering neon paint or fabric dye?
I'll tell you this. I'll find a way.
Great. I'm all for individuality.
Anyway, so the thing that Mike thinks is perhaps is the case.
Yeah, Brixton, that's the name of the monkey bird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, close enough.
What's the name?
Brixel, I think.
Brixel.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just called Marie Murphy, so don't lean too hard on my memory.
Oh, Rinker says they also have hot pink Hello Kitty ones, so I could have gone that direction.
That would have been better, frankly.
Yeah. But and I appreciate that he's also checking the website. Bravo.
They're gonna wonder why there's a random uptick with 3 people visiting their site for the first time in this year.
Yeah. So I think Slapdash is gonna briefly talk to Brixel and present a theory, and he's gonna pull out a large, sort of giant, ridiculously, outsized needle, inject it into his core real quick, pull out one little 0.0001% of his core essence, and just expel it into the air.
Don't
and he wants to see
your soul like that. That's not good for you.
And he wants to see if Brixel can hear or detect anything.
Oh,
I see.
Oh, he wants to know if he's whisper powered.
Right, you want to aerosol your inner self. I see. You bet. So you squirt your soul into the air, right? And Brixel,
0.001% of it.
Right, just the tiniest of soul squirts, right?
Just enough to fly.
Right. You okay, Heather?
Keep going. We got 5 minutes.
We're going hard and fast on these last couple of quotes before the end of the session. We gotta get it
in. And Brixel sort of, tussles their beak in the moistened air, right? And experiences, you.
Experiences 0.001% of Slapdash directly into it.
Yeah, right. Bam! Right.
Which means that what we've been experiencing is diluted Slapdash.
Oh, yeah.
Concentrated Slapdash is in the stomach.
Brixel goes into what I think is best described as existentialist shock and collapses onto the floor and starts yammering about how everything is all the same.